All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, everybody. Derek Pierce here. Glad you guys are here on the call with me. I'm very grateful that you have decided to join us tonight. As you probably read in the email today, I do turn 38, and thank you so much for being here. Let me know who all we have on the call, and let me know you guys can hear me okay. Let me know where you're dialing in from. Thanks, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Cool. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Mike, Adrian. Hey, Chris. Somebody call me an old fart. That's not cool. I'm going to boot you, whoever you like. I don't even see your name. I don't know. Just kidding about that, though. Hey, Jim, good to see you. John, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let me start. Let's see if you guys can see my screen, and let me know you can see my screen okay. And it should be just like a little black box kind of thing. Dale says that I'm a young pup still. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what's going on tonight. I wanted to do something. I've been working on something behind the scenes for a few months, and I wanted to do something special. I always work on my birthday. I always try to do something different. I like to give, and so this is going to be no different. Tonight is really all about you. It's all about getting you to where you need to be in terms of traffic. Now, I will say this: we are going to have an offer at the end of the call. I will let you guys know that right up front. But you will be able to take what we're doing and you will be able to apply it in your own business and in your own life to be able to use some of the strategies that we're talking about tonight. So you will come away with very actionable items that you can implement immediately and that you're going to benefit from immediately. So tonight we're talking, let me cue up the fancy slideshow here. We're talking traffic and money getting, what's working right now, okay? So I want to bring on a couple of my guests that are going to be here tonight. How many of you guys know Holly and Jake? That's Holly Cooper on the left, and then that's Jake Tanner in the middle, and then that's yours truly on the right. And then there's a guy in the middle named Gonzalo. Now, I met these guys. I met them this year, and basically what happened, we were all at dinner. If you can imagine this, we were all at dinner, and me and Holly and Jake were kind of complaining about the state of the SEO market, if you will, because there had been a lot of launches that have been push button and that sort of stuff. Let me know, guys, if you let me know if you guys are in this tired of that type stuff too, like the whole push button stuff. If you're sick of all that stuff, if you're sick of that, so let me know in the chat box. I'm having problems with my chat, and tonight also I want you guys to be. I also want you to be interactive too. I want you to interact with me. I want you to ask questions because that's gonna make this even better. You're gonna get more out of it. You're gonna get more out of the training. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
You sound fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw somebody say they had an audio issue. Yeah, so basically what we were doing is we were complaining, and Gonzalo basically says, look, you guys have got one real clear option here. You're either going to shut up about it or you're going to do something about it, He's like, you need to quit complaining and you need to take some action. So that's what this call is tonight. That's what it's all about, because the three of us started, brainstorming and masterminding and about, what we could do in a collaborative effort to bring the biggest, baddest, most kick-ass SEO community that's out there. And so that's what this is about. So let me go back to the screen share mode here and kind of go over, first of all, like I said, Holly there on the left. Say hi, Holly, if you're on the call here, if you're not muted.
Hey guys.
Yeah, how many of you guys know Holly? Type one in the chat box. for yes, you know Holly. 2 for no. I think most everybody knows Holly. I had Holly on a call a few months ago.
Hey Clint, hey Ken, hey Kyle.
Okay. And Jake, say hi if you're on the call. Jake, are you there?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Derek.
Oh, thanks, man. So Jake is an underground SEO guy. We'll get more into his background here in just a moment. But they're going to be on the call here with me today and talking with you about what we're doing and some of the things that you can implement right now. So here's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And here's what's in it for you. We're going to be talking about how Jake went from $0 to $50,000 a month in less than 12 months. Let me know in the chat box. Let me know, guys, if you're excited about that, because when I heard what he had done, like, I was excited as hell. Let me know in the chat box. It's 1 for yes, 2 for no, real quick. Again, it's important you guys are interactive. I want you to be excited to be here because I'm excited to be here as well. Jake's also going to be sharing the top 2 methods for getting clients, even if you suck at selling. Okay, so if you're bad at selling to clients, he's going to share with you 2 strategies that you can implement right now. That's extremely simple. Then we're going to be talking about the accident that created a 6-figure affiliate campaign and the same strategy that you can implement immediately, as well as quick money getting strategies without creating a website, even if you're a techno noob, plus a whole lot more stuff. So, what's really possible? Okay, let's talk a little bit about what is really, what's really out there. Okay, because there's a lot, like I said before, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of stuff. I want to bring and point out a couple of guys that I had the privilege of training and working with. And I want to send you guys this link right here. And let me know you guys can get this. I'm going to send this to you in the chat box. Let me know you guys get that. It's should be trafficdiesel.com/results. This is very important. I want to show you this. Let me know you guys got it. Okay, cool. All right. So I just want to emphasize a couple of these guys, because this makes my day, right? This makes my day when you see things like this happen and you see things like this come together. I want to also emphasize, years ago, way back when, number one, I haven't had a job since 2001. And there were people that influenced me to take steps and to do certain things, to step out of my comfort zone and to pursue what I wanted to do. And it was all based around, because there were people that were before me that were sharing things and strategies that they had implemented. And I was able to do, similar things because they were sharing them with me. And it was also because of having a community. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about a community a little bit later on and how it's really benefited me. A lot of you know that I come from the real estate business. And for me, it was really tough transition into the IM space, because everybody that called me in the real estate space always wanted something. Here's the deal. Before right when I was getting in the IM stuff, I was going through a 3-year tax audit with the IRS. I had, real estate people that would call me, and basically they would, every time they would call me, they would want something. So let's say, for example, somebody was losing their house or somebody lost a family member, something along those lines. It got to a point where I was afraid to answer the phone. And it was a community, it was a mastermind, if you will, that kind of brought me out of my shell. And that's the reason why I'm here right now. So, this gentleman here, his name's Mike. And this was something that he sent me just a couple of weeks ago, and it basically goes like this. I want to say thank you for all the great SEO information. And what it all boils down to is, if I scroll on down right here, he says, I never thought would have been able to replace my 9-to-5 job in less than 6 months. Okay. That's what's realistically possible when you're talking about doing this type of stuff, right? So currently, he's already got existing clients, but he was basically letting me know that he just had a company that handed over 16 clients for a $12,800 per month, and now in position to have everything outsourced. So let me know, guys, would this be something like, does this sound exciting to you? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know. Give me like a hell yeah or something, okay? And Mike's here. Mike says, Mike, I may put you on the line here in just a bit. Mike says, it's even gotten better since then. Mike, can I plug you in real quick? Okay, let me find Mike here, and sorry guys, there's like a ton of people on the call here, and there's like 3 mics. Okay, if Mike, this is you, let me know real quick. If not, I'll have to mute the other mic because there's like, seriously, there's like 3 mics on here, or 4 actually. All right, we'll go with number 1. Mike, is this you? Mike, can you hear me? Hello? I guess not. So hang on just a second. Mike, you there?
There? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, awesome. How you guys doing?
I'm good. Great. I've got like 4 mics, and so I was like sweating bullets that they would be doing something in the background, like, and
it's all good. I figured there's going to be a lot of people on this call.
Yes. Okay, cool. Talk a little bit about like kind of like what you're doing right now. I know you said it had improved since then. Tell me a little bit about what you've seen with SEO, number 1, and then 2, also like what the improvement has been since we've been working together and whatnot.
It's the one thing I can say is learning all the steps that you guys have been teaching us. I've actually gotten a few programs from Holly too, so she a lot of her webinars are awesome if you can keep up with some of her technical lingo. I know for some it's a little over their head, but anyways, I got to say, learning the steps and doing, being able to hide your footprints, being able to buy the expired domains, building out your networks, doing it the right way. I know the update that just came out. I mean, it skyrocketed so many of my sites. The one that rolled out on Friday. So, if you follow everything and just sometimes just using common sense when you're building out all these different tiers, it's been amazing just how well things rank. I mean, I've just been like, holy shit, all these things just starting to pop up. I had a lawyer site just the other day, and I mean, literally 30 days ago, I can actually probably send you guys the result on that, but 30 days ago, they were not ranking for any keywords, and they have close to 35. I think I'm at 35 keywords that are all in the top 100 now, and I have quite a few that are already on page 1. And it's just from setting up the expired domains, utilizing. I have a few tier 2s that I've set up, and then utilizing RankWise and, doing different tier 3s as far as the blog comments and track back. So, I mean, this shit works. You just got to do it. I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff you don't know. There's going to be a lot of stuff you're like, well, I don't know if this is going to be the right way. But, I mean, unless you do it and figure out what works and what doesn't, you're never going to have any success. I've worked a lot in the last 6 months too, more than I ever have. So, but I know if you bust your ass for the next year to 2 years, it's just you're gonna have that success. And that same like a lot of the things that I've been doing is contacting. I've been lucky because I found some really good SEO companies that have large client bases, and I've been able to prove myself to them. And so I have 2 SEO companies, and then I have another a web company, and they pretty much give me clients on a monthly basis. So I mean, every month I'm giving myself a raise.
That's awesome.
And one of the guys today was telling me that they're pretty much in a position just to make me. I mean, they're going to be white labeling me, but I'm basically just going to be their SEO manager for like one division of all their projects. And he said you could be just for this. He said all you're going to be doing is being the face for this side of the company. But he said you're just for doing that, it's going to be somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000 a month just to be sending emails out to people. So I was like, I think I can handle that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's just, I mean, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of misinformation. I definitely, I'm not perfect at everything. There's a lot of stuff with the affiliate marketing that I really would like to start getting into more. Just because some clients suck to talk to. I mean, you're not going to make everybody happy, but you just got to keep moving forward and just do it. That's all I can tell to people that aren't making money right now is you just gotta get your feet wet.
But I think too, like it's important, like by having a community and having a foundation of training as well. That's giving you the confidence that you need to move forward and to go to that next level.
I would have never been where I'm at without the training. I mean, I'm lucky. I found you. I found Holly, and I found you guys through the Daredevil marketing. I mean, there's a few guys out there that know what they're doing and they put out good information. And without that information, I mean, it's kind of hard to know even where to start.
Right. Cool, man.
Because there's so much crap out there. There's so many people that are they're wanting to nickel and dime you, and they're not giving you all the pieces that you need to be successful.
Right. Awesome stuff, man. Listen, thank you for being here. I'm going to mute you back if that's cool.
No, that's cool.
Listen, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for chiming in.
No, thank you.
All right, so anyway, yeah. So I was glad. I didn't know he was going to be on the call, so I'm glad he was here. Kind of tell you guys firsthand. Another gentleman that I want to talk about is a guy by the name of Jarrett Holmes. And I don't know if he's on the call, Jared. If you may want to raise your hand or something. Apparently, somebody said that I could have you guys raise your hands or something, and I could pick you out. But this message right here was a while back. He sent me a thing. It said he just crossed the $7,000 a month, $7,000 for the month already. Dozen people lined up, ready to close. Take this SEO thing seriously, just like what Michael said. If you're passionate about it. Haven't made this much cash this easy in years. It's only 11th. I know I'll be past $15,000 a month in 1 to 2 months. And I've got an update from him just this past couple of weeks. It was actually October the 3rd. And he was talking about he had his best month in over 5 years, had 7 clients with lots of number 1 rankings. And you can see, he sent me a screenshot of these top rankings that he's got right here. So this is just a glimpse, just to kind of give you an idea. And these are guys that I'm extremely proud of. I'm really happy for them because they worked hard. They did, they followed a system, and they got into a community, and now they're really doing well with it. If this would make a difference for you, then type it in the chat box. Let me know what you think about this. If this is something that you would that would make a completely different lifestyle for you and your family, let me know. Type 1 in the chat box. And again, I want you to be interactive with me here. Type 1 in the chat box for yes, 2 for no. Awesome. Barry, I want to touch on this real quick. He says something about the search volume being these are a lot of local terms that are competitive. Don't pay attention to the search volume when it comes to local stuff. We'll get more into that here in just a minute when we have Jake on here in just a second. But yeah, that's whenever you're looking at a local term, some of these searches is sufficient for a client, and actually he's getting clients. And that's what matters. He's getting paid and helping his clients, get clients and get more get more leads and get more cash. He's getting more cash out of the deal. Awesome. Okay, cool. Good stuff. All right. So, there's another gentleman. I think he's on the call here. Joe, are you here? Joe, just type in the chat box. Let me know you're here. Joe, can I unmute you? I'll let you guys know. Joe has been following my teachings for a long time now, and he's doing really well now. He's actually in Costa Rica. I'm gonna let him get on the line here. Let me unmute you, Joe. Joe, introduce yourself and let everybody know you're here.
Hey guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, good to be here.
Glad you're here. Tell me a little bit about what you've done with SEO and kind of give me an idea of where you're at location wise, because you're not living in the States right now. You're doing all this remotely.
No, I mean I started working with online marketing back, I guess, 2010. And probably like most people, I struggled, because there's a lot of stuff out there that seems real good and is real flashy, and then you buy it and try to do it and it doesn't work. But the past few years, I've been doing real good. Right now, me and my family, we had a goal to go to Costa Rica, so we've been down here for a year. I'm doing local marketing, lead gen, affiliate marketing, all that.
You've done local stuff. You've done some launches. You've done a little of everything, right?
Yeah, a little of everything.
And when you moved, your business didn't die with it, did it? It actually increased, right?
Yeah, no, it increased. Yeah, because I had, like I said, when I moved, I had my clients. I had a lot of clients already. I still have most of those clients. But when I did move, I kind of switched gears from client consulting to lead gen and affiliate. And one of the things that helped me to be successful is being able to rank sites and videos and being able to keep ahead of the curve. And there's a few people out there that know what they're doing, but really there's only a few. And I know we've been friends, and I've been working with you for, I don't know, it's been a couple of years, back when you had the underground marketers.
Right.
And what's nice is, and even with Holly, I got to see some of her stuff with the GSA and the videos. And it seems like when there's an update or something changes, I was always able to kind of keep ahead of it and to keep different things ranked, because I know, like with GSA, I was able to rank. I think at the time I had like 7-8 spots on page 1 for one of my clients.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, before I talked to you, I never did any scraping or tools or anything like that. So then between from you and what I learned from Holly's course, it helped me to boost those things up. And even after there was an update, I remember one of my clients' sites dropped. But I mean, within 30 days, I had like 2 or 3 of his other sites up, like a Yelp and Yellow Pages, some other sites. So it's having that diverse, being able to have knowledge on different fronts and being able to to diversify. It really helps out.
I will say this too. Like I've known Joe. I think it's actually been more than 2 years. It's been a while. And we became friends through this whole space or whatever. And I'll say this, like I was talking about the whole community theme and being able to brainstorm and mastermind with other people. And I've learned stuff from him now. So. And he's got mad skills when it comes to SEO and doing local stuff. And I've picked his brain, and that's the great thing about this whole business, is like I said, it's the community, being able to network with other people. Now, let me ask you this, like, how important is getting the proper training and that community and having the right surroundings. What do you think what kind of role does that play in success?
Well, I mean, it's huge. That's the difference between success and not, right? It's having the right training because, I tell people it's unlike other professions, right? If I was a carpenter and went out and built a house, I got up for work, I started hammering nails, the house is going to get built. If I'm working 8-10 hours, eventually the house will be built. Online, if I'm following the course, it doesn't work, or I don't have support, or I'm not doing things right, I could spend hours, weeks, months, and get absolutely nowhere and make absolutely no money.
Right.
So, having a plan to following people who already are doing it, already making money, already knew what they're doing, I mean, it's vital.
Awesome, man. Listen, man, keep up what you're doing. You're doing good stuff, and I appreciate you being here. I really do. And I'm going to just thank you for being here and being supportive. I'm gonna mute you if that's cool with you, or if you got anything else you want to add to that.
No, that's great. I'm just gonna sit and enjoy the webinar, listen to Holly and Jake. I mean, you guys got a real good team there.
Cool, man. Thank you very much. That sounded like a little Elvis-ish, right? Thank you very much. All right, so let's go back to the keynote here. So again, I wanted to just kind of do that just to bring some real people, because you see a lot of this hype stuff, you see a lot of this, this crazy stuff online. I want to show you what was really possible. What is it, and how does that relate to you? So you heard firsthand, you saw some case studies and whatnot. So I want to bring Jake on, and Jake, you there? Can you unmute yourself there?
Yeah.
All right. So let me kind of give you guys a little small background about Jake. Jake is the former guy the former brains kind of behind the actual SEO work that went on behind the scenes for Becker SourceWave. I know you guys have seen a lot of the stuff. Jake was the guy that was doing a lot of the actual work, the testing, the actual SEO part, the actual ranking behind the scenes. Is that fair to say, Jake?
Oh yeah. If anyone ever heard Alex Becker say my head SEO researcher, that was actually me in the background doing all that SEO testing and work for him.
Gotcha. So I met Jake at a conference in Orlando a few months ago, and he was sharing with me some stuff. Actually, I think you had a few or whatever, and you started talking about a few things, and I was just jotting some notes down. He actually helped me out on some penalized sites and some other things, and had some really gold nuggets. But anyway, he went from zero to $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month in less than 12 months. You want to kind of summarize real quick, like kind of how you did that and kind of what you do right now?
Yeah, so I really started back when, probably like this past January, going straight for clients. And I think we're going to go into, how I started getting those clients when I first started. I think you said we were going to get into there next. And then, so I think we can start there, because that's really what it was about, was getting clients when I first started.
Okay.
And that, I had a few ways that I got clients when I first started doing that. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah. So
push the next.
Well, tell everybody a little bit about what you do in terms of
right now. Yeah, so my top two methods right here for getting clients when I first started, I was an awful talker, salesperson. I still am not that good. And what I actually did was my very first method that I'm going to talk about is called my sales guy method. And what I did was I went to TV and radio stations, and I went to their websites and found their account executives, and I would email them asking for a partnership. And I would just email them saying, I might be interested, some of my clients might be interested in advertising on TV or radio. We should get together to chat sometime. And I would go meet with them, and then I'd say, look, I'll give you, 15, 20% reoccurring commission if you will, send clients to me that need a new website or need SEO done in local internet marketing.
So
that's how I started getting them to sell for me.
You basically outsource the whole sales process, so you're not actually having to be the one to go out and cold call and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, no, they're doing all that for me because they're already meeting with these clients face to face to do radio or TV.
So you basically just you got your foot in the door without having to cold call, without having to, you got the instant connections. What you're saying?
Oh yeah, a lot of these people already had clients, so they could just recall up some clients and say, "Hey, look, I think it'd be great that you updated your website for this new commercial," and they would just send us that information to do the website for them. Or they would say, "Hey, look, it would be great if you did this radio ad along with SEO," and then they'd be like, "We know this person that can do SEO for you," and they would send them over to me.
That's awesome. How many of you guys just grabbed that, and how big that is right there? Just type it in the chat box, because that's a huge tip for those of you, especially regardless if you're getting clients now or if you've never got a client, how big of a tip that is. Just type it in the chat box. Crazy smart, hell yes, nugget, awesome, light bulb moment. Yeah. And they say that you've got a voice for radio too, Jake. That's cool. So,
about that one.
So now you started from zero, started from scratch basically, and you've seen just explosive growth in less than 12 months. And this has been your primary way of getting clients, right?
Yeah, this has been my primary way. There was one other method that I did right before I stumbled upon the sales guy idea. I would do business associations and chamber of commerces. Like everyone would do the whole networking event thing, but I took it another level, and I would go to them and say, "Look, I'll give you something for free if you give me a free membership," because I couldn't afford to join them. And so what I'd actually do is say, like, "Here, I'll give you a free mobile website," and do to mobile and do like a free mobile website. It wouldn't cost me anything. I'd just type in their website, and like, bam, they had a mobile website. And I would say, if you let me join and you actually mail out to your list a discount of 10% on my services to everyone that's in the Chamber of Commerce. And they would actually email everyone to give a free consultation plus a 10% discount on any services I offered. So I would instantly get an email, out to 200 local businesses, like nothing.
And let me emphasize how valuable these emails are. These are not people getting hammered every single day. These are legitimate business, like the business owner, right?
Oh yeah, this is the real business owner, and they might get emailed once a month maybe from the chamber, and anything from the Chamber of Commerce they're opening.
Awesome. Good stuff.
So if you can find a way to trade with them, something that they're in need of, that Chamber of Commerce that you offer, that's pretty simple and easy for you to to do, that's what I did. So like, I want to like bring it back down, because like, when you hear 50,000 a month, it's like, for some it's seems like such a large number or whatever. This all happened, and I want to bring it to reality. Like, this all happened within 12 months. Am I right? Yeah. This was definitely last year. I mean, I was only doing maybe like a few $1,000s a month, Awesome stuff. So, so you just got two methods that you can implement right now. So you got the sales guy method, and what was the other method that you called it? What was the term? Well, I didn't come up with a brilliant name for it yet, but I just call it the business association method. Gotcha.
Cool. Well, listen, we're going to be getting to Jake again at the end of the webinar. We'll be doing some Q&A, if that's cool with you guys, and we'll bring him back. And again, we can talk this stuff all night, and we're going to be here, taking Q&A, whenever we're done here with the presentation. So just hang around. We'll be here. You can ask Jake all the questions that you want. Even though he's shy, he'll answer. He'll answer them. All right. So, let's see here. Let me get back here to my grand old PowerPoint. So, Jake has done the client getting method, right? We're local, and again, like I said, what we're talking about between myself, him, and Holly, it all coordinates together. It all works together, so to speak. But for me, getting clients was never appealing. You know, it just was one of those things that just didn't interest me at all. So how about one of the things that you know that really interests me, and I know interests a lot of you, is about ranking without websites, you know, without having to go in and spend all the time tinkering with on-page optimization and all that stuff. So I want to bring in right now, Holly, are you there? Holly Cutthroat Cooper. If you guys have not met Holly, she's a trip.
Hey, yo. Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, it's good. I'm loving it, man.
Good stuff. Hey, let me know, guys. How many of you know? Well, I've already asked you guys that. Most everybody knows Holly. Holly is well known. Holly, so let me. I'm going to pull this back up here. I want to show a couple of things here, and we'll kind of talk a little bit about what you've done. One of the first things that we're looking at here. This is a well-known SEO guy that was talking about, you know, taking up the first page of Google for the term SEO Nashville. You guys may have seen something along those lines. And one of the things that he had up here was and I even saw this in some of the comments, was talking about SEO Nashville. So one of the things that he had up here was a video. And Holly, I guess it was about 6 or 8 weeks ago, said, you know what, she said it publicly, I'm going to go and I'm going to do a video and I'm going to rank it. Now, this other guy that was ranking, he's got a site, he's got all these Web 2.0 properties and all this stuff, and he spent all this time. And then Holly comes in and your video is a minute 23 seconds. Am I right?
Yeah, literally it's a minute 23, and it took me a minute 30 to make it, so, yeah.
Okay. So how long did it take you from the point you said, hey, I'm gonna go after this? How long did it take you to get to that?
So I put it up on June 16th, but I was kind of like, well, maybe I shouldn't do it because he's like, you know, a big guy, and I didn't know if I wanted to go up against him, because if I didn't rank it, I would look like a dumbass, essentially, which I didn't. So right before I left for Orlando, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So I put it into my GSA on the 20th, and literally it took 6 weeks to get to number 2.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it was really quick. So
I want to touch on something too, and Holly, you can probably see the chat better than I can, but does anybody see anything like when Holly ranks a video, or anybody ranks a video for that matter, but you know, it's in the number 2 position right now, and I know you're working on taking out number 1 as well. But with that being said, let's talk a little bit about how you're stealing clicks from that number 1 position. Like, what does your eye gravitate to whenever you look at this search? Just type it in the chat box if you know the answer to it, or if you don't, just take a stab at it. Where does your eye gravitate to? Holly, if you can look at the chat and let me know
Yeah, everyone is saying image, thumbnail, the red arrow's not on there, it's just on the screen.
Yeah. That would be nice. That would be nice if we could get
the arrow on there, right?
If we could get a red arrow, we would be like, oh, that would be great.
Right. But mostly everyone is saying image than the thumbnail. Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to emphasize that, she's number 2, but in all reality, you're taking clicks away just because you've got this thumbnail that's sitting there and that's gravitating your eye and getting more space.
Right. Because even when I go and check it, because, you know, everyone tells you shouldn't check it once a day. I check this stuff 6 times a day, and I check it on my phone. And I've got excited before because I was like, oh, I'm number 1. I'm like, oh, I don't even see a site because my thumbnail is right there. And it's not because it's just my video. It's because it's a thumbnail, and it's just it's big.
Right. So, Holly, you used a lot of, I would say, techniques that most people would shy away from. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, man, I use everything that Cut says not to use, like profile links, like blog comments, trackbacks. I pound the crap out of it, and if it doesn't come in, then I'll do paid links, like blog links. I'll get some off Fiverr even. I'll do safe links, which everyone says you're not supposed to use. I use as many different variety and different velocity links as I have to use if it's really competitive like this one was.
Gotcha.
Because I had to go up against his PBN, so I knew I was going to have power.
Right. But, you know, one of the things that you want to take away from this, too, is don't get your SEO advice from Matt Cutts, because they're going to he's going to broadcast whatever kind of propaganda that he's wanting to put out that week. And so one of the things that we do, like me, Holly, and Jake, and others, too, but I know what we do is we invest a lot of money in just different techniques, and we're throwing out stuff all the time just to try to debunk it. And to see what we can push and what kind of boundaries we can push. I want to show this right here, and this image is a little crooked. I did that on purpose, and you'll see why in just a second. But this is the term is Phoenix DUI attorney. You guys can Google that right now and take a look at it. You'll see here's another video that Holly did and ranked number 2, and also Phoenix DUI lawyer. It's number 3 for that one. Again, and also what you look at too is when you Google these, look at all the ads that's on the right-hand side and on the top. These are, you know, people are paying to be here for this position, right? So now what I want to do, this is a screenshot that I just grabbed from the keyword planner. And I want you to look at this traffic. And Holly, I know you muted yourself right then, but I want them to look at this traffic and maybe you comment on this. But you got anywhere from 480 searches a month to 880, and the clicks are going anywhere from $146.34. Now, for those of you that are on the call, I want to get an idea of how valuable you think this site is. I mean, one reason why the attorneys are paying this per click is because they know that the client is going to bring them in a lot more money than what they're paying, obviously. So can I get a show of hands? Like if they're paying $85 a click, they're paying $185 a click. Do you think it would at least pay that for a lead? Just type it in the chat box and let me know. Holly, what's can I give me some ideas on what this? How hard was this to rank?
So this was honestly, this was an easy one to rank. I made the video, it was like 30 seconds. I took 7 minutes on the whole entire production, basically, and it ranked within 2 weeks. I mean, and that's not I didn't even try it. I didn't even have to buy any paid links or anything. It was you would have thought it was hard, but it wasn't at all. And, I was just telling you, Derek, last week, I had 3 calls from lawyers last week who want me to make videos for them in Phoenix. I mean, I can only do one in Phoenix, but I mean, it's crazy call volume.
Right.
And they're paying $1,000 a lead, even though the PPC is only $185. They know it's a number 1, and you have 3 keywords up there, but really it ranks for 300 keywords, all related to DUI attorney Phoenix. So, if I pulled them all up, it's crazy traffic that it brings in.
Bernard brings up a really good point. This is what I was wanting to say, but you said it better than I did, Bernard. He said, I'd figure they'd be willing to pay more for a lead. The lead is guaranteed. The clicks are maybes. You're exactly right. What I was going to say too is, Holly, you were telling me about another keyword that you were ranking for. What was the keyword? And we'll pull it up right now. DUI, was it DUI attorney?
DUI Phoenix, Arizona.
DUI attorney Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeah.
All right, so I want you guys to look at this. Look at this image here. Look at this. Cracks me up every time I see it. So again, these 3 right here are paid ads. You can see the little ad button. But look at this. Look at this thumbnail. Have you guys seen anything like this? Let me know in the chat box. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Again, I want you guys to be interactive. Google it right now. Go Google it. And let me know. Holly was think of how much real estate you're occupying on page 1 just by this one position, right? Yes, Ram. This is live. Come on now. Yeah, that's the actual size. Yes. This is the keyword again is that you can Google is DUI attorney Phoenix AZ.
Yeah, and that actually, if you look up SEO Nashville expert, for some people it's a big image, for some people it's not. But that's another one that's throwing the filter too.
Yep, there we go. So this is the kind of stuff that that Holly does, right? So this is this was a couple of things. So Holly, in a just real quick, because again, I want to touch on like what people can take away tonight. That's like money getting methods that they can implement tonight. I want to know like what's your two best methods for getting money starting right now. The holidays are right around the corner. What is it people can do right now to start implementing immediately? Holly, you got yourself on mute.
Really? I had myself on mute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to put, and then my dog barks. Can you guys all hear him? I'm sorry. He's in the other room. He's totally retarded today. Okay, so I put a link in the chat box. Did everyone get it?
Let us know.
Okay. So this is one major thing that I've actually never talked about this YouTube channel. So if you go to the channel and you can do the date added, newest, oldest, I always do it by the newest. These people are already paying for Yellow Pages advertisement, which means they have already paid between $7.50 and $17.50, but they're only paying for a video. So you know that they're paying for advertisement. And what I do is I would contact like the Oral Health in Green Bay or the optometrist. I totally just didn't say that right, but okay. I would contact those companies that have just been added and say, hey, I know that have your video already up on YouTube, but you're not actually getting SEO done on your video, and the only way that you're going to really get the money out of it is, hire an SEO company to rank it. And so depending upon what the niche is, you can go between like $250 on a lower scale, like salons, and you could have lawyers on there where you can go up to like $5,000 for some of the lawyers. So that's one of the easiest ones, of making money right away because they're already paying for the advertisement. The second one is, so like I have a lot of different ways that I make money, but one of the next one is something like probably lead generation. And in the Midwest, we're just going to be coming into snow in November. So what I am doing is making snow removal companies in like Michigan, in Maine, in Wisconsin, in the Midwest area that people are not going into because it's a seasonal niche. And lead generation, a lot of people don't do seasonals. So you could pick them up with snow removal for the winter, keep them for landscaping in the summer, and then some of the companies actually go out and do Christmas lights hanging during the Christmas season, which you guys think is crazy, but the lead volume on some of the areas, like we'll say Denver and like in the Chicago area, they'll pay $1,000 a lead for Christmas lights hanging because they're making almost $4,000. So that's one thing. That's another way is lead generation that has a high ticket item.
Awesome. I love the big thumbnail. We're getting lots of comments about the about the big thumbnail. Holly, you're going to be with us the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Along with Jake, we'll be taking your questions and answering them best we can, and we'll be here as long as you guys are here and want us. So appreciate you sharing that those tips because that's huge. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about the accident for me that created somewhat of a butterfly effect. And what a butterfly effect is basically, if you can imagine the wingspan of a butterfly having a very minimum, what you would think would be a minimum effect, right? But it creates this momentum, and it creates, change on a large scale. And really, that's what happened for me. Like I was telling you about before, I had, the IRS that was doing a tax lien. I had all these, issues with people that were calling me. And it got to a point, that's really what led me to the online space, was like, I don't want to have to talk to people, right? I don't want to deal with any of that BS anymore. And maybe you can relate to that. But I was tired of even answering the phone from family members, because it was like anytime anybody called me, they wanted something from me. And I felt like I was just being stretched from a million different directions. So that's what I wanted was in the online world was just to somewhat be just kind of left alone. And I remember when the phone would ring, I'd be like, oh, great. Now what, So, I started doing, launches, and I started having success with doing affiliate marketing, with launches. So basically what would happen, I would go to I would find out about launches, and I knew that, a lot of people with big lists, everybody says money's in the list and that sort of stuff. So they'd be mailing for these products, and a lot of them wouldn't be mailing, good quality information. It's like some of the stuff that you've probably seen in your email promos, and you maybe think, well, maybe this is interesting or whatever, but I'm going to Google it to find out more. Well, I didn't have a list when I started out at all, and basically what happened was I started ranking for products, and I started making a shitload of money, guys, just to put it bluntly. And I was able to chip away at mounds of debt from the real estate business, and really turn everything around, because I was generating lump sums of cash, and I was literally taking up 5 to 8 spots out of the top 10. And I was doing it with a variety of things. I was doing it with websites. I was doing it with Twitter pages, Facebook fan pages, Web 2.0 sites like Blogger and WordPress.com. I was dominating from all kinds of different angles. And so let me just show you a couple of them to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. But essentially what happened was, what do you guys think that the probably one of the biggest product launches was for this year? What do you think? Just type it in the chat box. Let me know. What do you guys think was one of the bigger launches? See if you guys get this right. A lot of people are saying Amazon selling machine, FB ads cracked. Yeah. FB ads cracked was one of the bigger ones. Amazon selling machine, probably because that's fairly new. But I want to show you the FB ads cracked and just kind of give you an idea of what I did. So this is number 3. You'll see I ranked this Warrior Forum thread. I basically used the authority of the Warrior Forum, created a classified ad, and I ranked this thing right here. I also had the number 4 spot with a YouTube video, and I also had a Twitter page, which is right here. Now, how many of you have seen people rank Twitter pages? Just type in the chat box real quick. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Getting lots of no's. Okay. Yeah, I've been able to rank Twitter pages left and right for a lot of launches. I'll show you another one if you're not into the launch game, but of some ClickBank products and stuff like that, and some software. There's a tool called Magic Submitter. You'll see my video is right here in the number 4 position. This gets pretty good search volume. I make commissions every single month. And this is recurring revenue that I make off of Magic Submitter. And also, if you go to Magic Submitter Bonus, you'll see I'm number 1 for that. So just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm ranking for, the product name review, product name bonus, that type stuff. So that's what I did. And I was taking up the whole, a large part of the first page of Google using multiple properties and multiple sites. And so people would click on those, and they wouldn't know that, they were all different, but it was all me controlling it. And so what ended up happening was I come out of nowhere on the leaderboards, And then people started taking note of what I was doing. And so what ended up happening was I had a couple of guys that contacted me wanting to mastermind with me. And initially I was like taken back. I was like, no, I don't want to deal with that. But people kept coming out of the woodwork, kind of wanting to know what I was doing and networking and whatnot. And I opened the doors, and it was a good thing, because that's why I'm here. And it was a community that actually, helped me grow and as a person, and be able to not only to grow, what I was doing and grow my business to what I was doing, but also help other people, like what we were talking about at the very beginning, and what we were showing what's possible. So that's what this is all about. This is about, having a community. And so, because it's been, again, it's been really good to me. Now, what about all the ongoing updates? There's been over 800 Google updates in the last year as of August. Some of you may be wondering, well, what about all that? Well, the fact is like me and Holly and Jake, we stay on top of this thing, and we invest a lot of money. We invest, tens of thousands of dollars in testing, training, so you don't have to. Basically, we are going and we buy just about every SEO product that's out there. Holly, can you unmute yourself real quick? Are you there?
Yeah. What's up?
I know you. Yeah. I know we were talking last night. Just in the last couple of weeks, I've spent over $2,000 in domains. You spent, what was it you were telling me on some different types of scripts and stuff?
Yeah, so this week I spent $6,500 on PBN domains, which were 200 domains, plus that wasn't including the content. With the content, it would have probably been another $2,000. So I bought the PBN network, and then because I need to test scripts and test what kind of different platforms that I can use, because essentially I'm trying to make my own GSA. I spent $16,000 2 nights ago on one script, and then last month I spent $25,000 on, I think it was a total of 7 scripts.
So the reason that I'm telling you this is because, just so you know, like we are investing in money, and not only just teaching and training and coaching ourselves, but we're also we're investing it into tools, into different methods, tweaking different things, and also masterminding with each other on what we're doing and comparing notes and that sort of stuff, so we can stay ahead of the curve as to what's going on. And I know from the last couple of updates, I've seen very, very little of any kind of negative impact on the sites. Now, I know Penguin just rolled out recently, and that'll be a couple of weeks before everything kind of calms down or whatever, and we'll be able to get an idea of as to what that's all about. But again, the reason I'm telling you that is we're on top of it, and we basically want to take over the SEO space. That's our whole goal at this point. We want to become the #1 SEO community, because we're fed up. It's like I was talking about before. We met and we were complaining at that restaurant, and Gonzalo said, you need to do something about it. If the industry is in that bad a shape where it's over promises and hyped up and all that stuff, you need to do something about it. So our goal is to build a community with superior support, coaching, training like none other. We realistically want to have the best kick-ass methods that's out there on the planet, and only share with you guys what works. If you look at it from the standpoint of if you watch any of the old mafia movies kind of thing, it's the mafia takes care of their family, right? It takes care of the family. And that's what we want to do with our community. We want to build a wall around our community to bring your business up to where it needs to be, but also to protect you from a lot of the craziness and the BS and the hype and all that stuff, because we're going to be testing it ourselves, and we're going to be putting it to the, different methods, and you can benefit from what we're doing and the money and that we're investing in our own businesses. So I want to introduce you guys to Search Engine Mafia community. This is what I've been talking about. This is us. Again, it's Holly, Jake, myself, and then Gonzalo right there. But our goal, like I said, is to create the #1 community for SEO. So let me kind of exit out of the screen share mode here. I want to make sure you guys are are cool and you're on board here. Again, we're going to be taking questions at the end of the call here, so just stay on the call and we'll answer your questions. But I want to go into exactly what Search Engine Mafia is all about. Let me know in the chat box if you're ready to see it. Just type in 1 in the chat box if you're ready to go. Got awesome. 1, 1, 1. Cool. Cool. Let me get a glass of water here. And if I could get a hell yeah, that would even be greater. That would be great. Cool, cool. Yeah, there you go. That's better. All right. So here's what the Search Engine Mafia community. Let me explain what this is all about. First of all, when you invest in the Search Engine Mafia community, you're going to be getting the core training. The last couple of months, we've put together some of the best training that's out there. It's all collaborated together to show you every aspect for traffic and money getting under one roof, so you don't have to go out and tinker with this other method or whatever. You're going to have everything under one roof where you can actually go to and you can actually see the training and what we're doing, and everything that you need to succeed is there. Okay. We cover all different types of strategies, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, YouTube, Black Hat, or local strategies. And for those of you that are doing local and you're trying to get your local clients, one of the things that you want to implement immediately is to start going with the affiliate model, because that's going to open up another stream of income. Okay. So just kind of let you know that. So first off, you're going to be getting the core training. Now, second of all, part of the Search Engine Mafia is we're going to be giving you ongoing weekly training updates. So you got the core training, then we're going to be building onto that core training with advanced strategies every single week. You're going to be learning new techniques, learning new strategies as we go along every single week, and you'll be able to apply those in your business and be able to profit from those. Number 3, you're going to be getting access to the Mob Boss Mastermind. And what this is, it's like what I was saying. If you can imagine some of the old mafia movies where people, the mob bosses, they're taking care of the family, and so that's what we want to do, and that's how we envision this working. So you're going to be getting access to the Mob Boss Masterminds, and it's basically a private community where you can interact with other mafia members, and you can interact with myself, Jake, and Holly as well. Okay, so you're going to be getting access to us 3. And we'll be able to, critique what you're doing. If you've got a question, you can ask us, that sort of stuff. So you're actually getting the support of a community. You're also getting the support of of 3 guys that are some of the best SEOers that's in the marketplace right now. And I'll say the 3 best SEOers in the marketplace that you can find that have done every aspect from affiliate marketing to local client getting to YouTube and even Black Hat methods. Number 4, this is the one thing that I am like the most excited about. Like I'm giddy about it, if that makes sense. Okay. It's, what we're calling the Mafia battles. Okay. And you're going to see this firsthand. Okay. What the Mafia battles are. It's real simple. You're going to see real strategies matched against each other in real time. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide it up. So like, let's say the first Mafia challenge, let's say it's starting today. Then basically we would pull out of a hat. I might get just where I can just use white hat methods. Holly may get where she can only use, straight up content and social methods. And then Jake may get the black hat methods. Okay. So you're going to see 3 strategies stacked against each other, and you're going to see which one works the best. And you're going to see it work in real time, and you're going to see the entire breakdown of exactly what's going into these campaigns. Let me know, guys, does that excite you at all? Let me know in the chat box, because I want to know, because I'm super pumped about that. Cool. And you know why
he's super pumped about that is because he's going to be able to outrank me when I have to do white hat. So, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of smack talking and stuff like that, especially, when I kick everybody's ass in the rankings, So,
So you'll see that, you'll see firsthand, like, what we're doing, the strategies we're taking, and the entire mindset behind it. So you can copy what we're doing and implement in your own campaigns. And whenever you see this, you're going to be like, holy shit. I can be that aggressive, or I can rank with this little, it's going to open your eyes to so much as to what's realistically possible when it comes to actually ranking the stuff, right? So that's one key element that I'm the most jazzed about and the most pumped about. So let's review what you're going to be getting. First of all, there's the core over-the-shoulder video training from myself, Jake, as well as Holly, and that's a $19.95 value. You're going to be getting access to the masterminds, the community. That's a $5,000 value, because literally you're going to be getting access to myself, Holly, and Jake. You can connect with us. You can ask us questions, and you can interact with the rest of the community and grow with it. Also, we're going to be giving ongoing weekly updates. These are going to be like training sessions that's going to be adding to some of the advanced strategies that you can apply and implement as we go along. That's going to be added to your members area. And then we're also going to be doing bi-weekly Q&A webinars. So once you come in, you want to get on the call and just ask some questions and stuff like that. We'll all be getting on a group call, private coaching call, and we'll be answering your questions then. And then you're going to see the Mafia battles in real time. So that's a $3,000 value. Guys, let me ask you, if you see the value in what we're providing here. Let me know in the chat box. Does this make sense? The core is the core training. There's a base level of core training that's already in the members area that you can implement immediately. And then the ongoing weekly updates are just more advanced stuff that we're going to be adding as we go along. Cool. Okay. So let me get back to my slide here. All right, so total value for everything that you see here, $12,990. But since you're on this call, and since you're a friend or family member of the Mafia, then it's not going to cost you anywhere near that, okay? And it's not going to cost you $5,000, even though that's a realistic number, because let's look at this. All it's going to take you is one client, or take you one affiliate site to be able to more than pay for this, okay? It's not going to cost you $2,000, okay? Let's go over real quick. If you were to hire the three of us to do personal coaching or any kind of coaching, Holly's starts out at $1,000 an hour, but you've got to book a 5-hour minimum. So that's a $5,000 minimum that you got to have in order to book any time with Holly. Jake's coaching starts at $1,500. My coaching, I don't take anybody on unless it's a minimum of $5,000, and that's actually probably going to be going up. All right, so it's not going to cost you anywhere near what it would cost you to have us, collaborate on your work and have, having personal coaching. Let me show you real quick a couple more testimonials from different, some different folks. This is Stephen Floyd. Some of you guys may know him. Basically, in this thing, he says that Stephen's secret weapon was Jake Tanner. Jake helped him with some recovery sites and converted them into monthly clients that earn anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about money getting and getting more. Now, here's a couple of more testimonials. This is from Paul. He says, Holly taught me the right way to fast and easy first page of Google videos rankings for midterm keywords within hours. Here you've got another gentleman said, just want to send you a quick message and thank you so much for sharing. Got several videos in the #1 spot on YouTube. Okay, so this stuff works that we're teaching. Okay, I just wanted to reiterate. So here's the deal. This is only going to be available for the first 100. And let me explain what this is. Again, this is an entire community. You're not going to have to go out and learn these, different techniques anywhere else. Everything that you need is in our training. It's going to be again, the ongoing updates as well as the mastermind community. So you're going to be getting access to this. And the first option is the monthly option, which is $297 a month. And stay with me here because it gets a lot better. The Search Engine Mafia yearly is $997 a year. And the best deal, and this is one that you really want to pay special attention to because this is going to go away these prices are going to go away real soon, is the one-time investment of $1297. There's no upsells, no OTOs or anything like that. This is everything that you need. You can get lifetime access for the core training that's already in the members area that's going to get you set up and get you started successfully. You're going to get access to all the ongoing updates, the Mafia battles, the ongoing training, the Q&A calls, everything that you need for a one-time investment of $1,297. This is not going to be around forever. This is something that we're just rolling out. And again, it's only going to be available for the first 100 members, and then it's going to go away. So I'm not sure exactly what price points we're gonna have, but I do know that this is going to be the lowest that this will ever be offered. So let me know, guys. I'm gonna exit out of screen share mode. What you want to do is go to searchenginemafia.com/VIP, and if one of you guys want to type that in the chat box here, we will. I'll type it in there too. All right. Let's send this to you guys. All right, so let me Larry, the core training is just the base training that's already in the program, okay? That's all it is. It's just me and Holly and Jake, we put together some different modules that you can implement immediately. And that's going to be the base level of training, and then we're going to be adding to it. In all reality, we're not familiar with.
We already have over 30 videos for training already inside the members area right now.
Right. So no, Mike, this is not too advanced for newbies. We're not sure where everybody's at, so we start with the core training that you're going to need to succeed, and everything you need is there. And then you're just going to be building onto that. So let me know, guys, if you're in, let me know by typing it in the chat box. Cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lloyd. Appreciate it. Yeah, Clint, this is going to be ongoing new stuff. And again, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a complete community. You get private access. And we'll be critiquing your stuff and masterminding with you and trying to help you with your current campaigns. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. James, that's in there already. Everything that you need is already in there. And then, like I said, we're going to be dripping out, more advanced type stuff.
Yeah, so nothing's going to be dripped really. It's going to be, if the Penguin update comes out, like it has recently, we're going to create a new video for brand new stuff. Any video that's already made is already in the members area.
Right. Thanks, Donald. Donald's in. Appreciate it. Yes, Adrian. I'm aware of that. Fitz, how long would it realistically take a newbie to earn back the investment? Seriously, if you do this, it's only going to take you one site, one video, or one client. I mean, realistically, that's the possibility of this. Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it. Awesome. And again, guys, we'll take your questions here in just a moment. We'll let me know if we have any more that's in. Let me know. I know several of you have messaged.
And there's definitely going to be, there's a lot of things that haven't been covered in there in any other courses too. We'll definitely say that.
Yeah, we're sharing some really advanced stuff that's in there. Clint, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We still got a lot of people on the call. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Okay, so let me go over this again, exactly what this is. And again, I used the wrong word. When I said drip, what I mean was like what Jake was saying, like this, take prime example, this Penguin update that's coming out. Nobody knows exactly what's going on with it exactly. But in a couple of weeks, we'll be sharing our notes and things that we're testing and stuff like that. And we'll be sending you in real time, we'll be sending you in real time what our findings are and whatnot. So just to clarify. So again, let's go over it real quick. You get the core over the shoulder video training that's already in there. Again, there's stuff in there that's not covered anywhere else. Jay goes into great detail of exactly what he's doing to get clients. There's a ton of stuff in there that you can apply right now for client getting. Then there's, again, the mastermind community. You're going to be getting the ongoing weekly updates. Then you're going to be getting the bi-weekly Q&A webinars. These are webinars that's just going to be for members only. This is not pitch. This is not a pitch fest. This is us getting on the horn. And you're going to be getting, personal attention with a group. So everybody will get on there and you can ask your most pressing questions. If there's an emergency situation, say an update goes on, and we're going to have a Q&A call. We'll hammer it out at that point. Again, then you're going to see the Mafia battles in real time where I'm going to whip up on Jake and I'm going to whip up on Holly. And you're going to see it in real time and you're going to see exactly what I do. And okay, go back to the chat box here.
So there is a question. A couple of people asked if there's a crossover from my Easy Hangout blueprint to this. There is a beginning part crossover. I don't go in as much depth because you guys, some of you guys already have the course. I don't have to go over that. But I'm actually doing some case studies for ranking with things like SE Nuke, X-Runner, just using Scrapebox, just using GScraper. So you'll have the live test case studies that I'm not going to be showing in the Hangout blueprint because because that is just geared towards GSA. So I'm going to be showing different ways of ranking. It's going to be still spam, but it's going to be showing how to buy different links. So if you don't want to spend so much money in the GSA area, then you can do it in a different way. And I'm going to go over a lot of black hat stuff, since that's what I like doing.
Yeah, so you're really getting the whole shebang because I'm huge on white hat client stuff. So I'm really big on not even using PBNs for ranking clients, and I actually go into detail on how to show you how to do those. So you're going to get both sides of the story. How you slam people and win the first page with Holly's, black hat stuff, and then you're going to go into how you can really be 100% transparent with your clients and show them every kind of link that you build on my end.
And I want to stress too, how valuable it is because us three are all comparing notes. So me, Holly, and Jake, we're with this update, prime example, it's just going on. We're comparing notes with sites, videos. We've got hundreds of properties that are out there that are actually ranking. And so we're comparing notes as to what's working, what's not. And that alone is worth what you're going to be investing in the program because literally you can unsubscribe from everybody else. You can go in right now and you can unsubscribe from every single person, every other marketer that's trying to sell you push button BS, right? You can unsubscribe from them and then know that you're going with the real deal. And you've got everything covered under one roof.
So Dale here asked us if we show how to rank sites or video and only video. So we actually show you how to rank anything. We're going to show you how to rank like press releases, sites, videos, YouTube, Twitter, all those different properties. It's all covered inside of this.
There's a video, Dale, when you get in there that you want to pay attention to that I call the BAM method, and it's a pretty intense method of being able to rank multiple stuff.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to be doing some, because everyone knows I do just videos, I'm actually going to be doing ranking sites, but I'm going to be do churn and burn sites. So we're going to pick some high, like one of the persons I'm going up against is actually Dory, which I've already started a case study to see if I can rank a site up against her. And so, I mean, it's going to be the bomb, guys. I'm so excited about this.
I'm just excited to go in one-on-one with you guys. I'm looking forward to that more than than I am anything, and I hope you guys that are on the call are looking forward to that too, and as happy about that as I am, because that's something I wanted to do. Holly Gonti asking you a question.
Whoa, lots of questions.
Holly Gonti is asking you a question there. You see that?
Yeah. So, how to do the ClickBank affiliate marketing. Yeah, I mean, I like doing a ClickBank with videos. I mean, the reason why, you guys, I do videos is because here's the thing, is I mean, nobody knows this, but when I first started doing internet marketing, the only reason why I do videos is because I'm really not a techie type person on building a website. I cannot build a website. If you ask me what meta tags are, I couldn't even tell you. And so that's why I turned to videos, because videos don't get hit by Penguin. Videos never get hit by updates. If it drops, it's because of your links and because you stop your links. So that's why I do videos. So I mean, I'll go over, like, I have a video in there about keyword research, about how I pick out ClickBank type products, actually. So watch that video first, and then you'll figure out the way that I do the keyword research. And it takes me 7 minutes or less to actually find a money-making product.
I want to. There was a question here. You don't have to have 3,000 PBNs or anything like that. That's not what you have to have.
Yeah. I kind of want to touch on that too after Derek.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I responded there privately, but I go ahead, Jake.
So my main thing is, someone's like, oh, we got to afford all these expensive tools or tons of PBNs and everything. I'm going to tell you right now, like, if you're worried about spending any extra money after you buy into this course, I would say start with a client getting method, which is what I teach. And I teach how you can get your clients to pay for any extra tools or material that you need. So like, if you need to buy a PBN and work with that, you get your client first, and they're going to pay for any kind of link building you have to do. They're paying you to do that up front. And I explain how to do those kind of things with client getting methods. And I explain how you get your first clients without spending any money whatsoever. If you really like those two things that I went over, I go over those in a lot more in depth, and I actually give you about 5 or 6 other more client getting methods without spending a dime on them. So that's the big thing I wanted to kind of clear up if you were worried about having to spend any extra cash on anything else like PBNs or tools or anything like that. Tried to rank we have someone here too that asked if they had tried to rank an e-commerce store, and I've actually ranked a few client e-commerce stores before in the past, and we'll go more into depth in that too.
Gonti, are you going to Memphis this time? I met Gonti in Memphis last time, I believe it was.
Dale asked if any of them require a list, and no, I don't. None of my methods require a list building of any kind. I don't know about you guys.
Is there going to be a replay? Came in late. We plan on it, provided GoToWebinar doesn't crash on us or anything weird.
Hey Dale, I am experimenting on doing list building with YouTube videos right now, and I just had a video made for $60. I'll tell you the niche, which I don't normally do this, but I'll tell you it. If someone comes underneath me, I'm gonna destroy you. Okay, but it's Amazon coupons, and so I'm going to try to capture their email off the YouTube ad, and then I'm going to, because it's Black Friday and I'm really big with Amazon on Black Friday, I'm going to email them a coupon which looks like a coupon. It's going to say 25% off with free shipping, but it's not really a coupon, and I'll get their cookie. So it is Black Hat, but I'm trying to do it in the ads area. And I'll get like 2 to 5 cents a coupon, or 2 to 5 cents a click.
Thank you, Gonti. Appreciate that. Gonti's got my backup. Appreciate it. I really do. Joseph hit me up. I really don't know about that, and the reason I say that is because this is a real like special offer type thing that we're only going to be limiting it to 100 people, and this is going to my entire list, and then we're going to be offering it to Holly's list tomorrow night. So I don't know how, provided that we don't cap out on 100. So the whole goal is to get 100, and then we're going to shut it down, and then we're going to reopen it, but it's going to be at a higher price point. Dale, what our goal is we want to help you. Like, I mean, that's basic. We're gonna be investing time into you. You know, so if you get into the private community and you're stumped on something, then ask a question or get on the Q&A calls. That's how you're gonna take this to the next level. Does that make sense?
Hey, Mike, you have a message in here that says that you're getting training from a few other local SEOs. It takes a lot for someone to impress me, and it takes a lot for someone to be like, okay, I don't want to go up against him because it makes me worried. And I'm telling you right now that Jake and Derek are two of them. Jake, I've known Jake for 2 years, and he's a very quiet person, but in the SEO field and the local SEO field, he's like deadly. Like, he won't go after someone's niche, but if he wants to get it, he's definitely going to get there. And he can teach you stuff that, I mean, I've been doing this for quite a few years, like 8 years. And the stuff that he showed last night, I had no idea even what he was talking about. I mean, he knows a lot about local SEO. So you really want to get into that. Just for the local SEO part.
What about competing against other members? I would advise not doing that. One of the things that obviously you want to have respect for your other members there, but yeah, and what Holly said right then, like, yeah, and I feel that way about Holly. One of the things that I don't respect a whole lot of people. There's only about 3 or 4 people I respect, and Holly and Jake are it. The other guy, you don't know him. The other guy, you don't know him. He's like a completely underground guy. And I followed a lot of his stuff, and he's actually helped me out on some stuff, and he's not in the whole limelight. But that's basically it, 3 people. So
Fitz here asked, do you provide any case studies or other social proof? So yeah, I actually do provide like actual client sites, some of them that I've shown before that are ranking really well, and other things that you can use and show people.
Jake, do you want to you care to show that site you were talking about? The rankings on that one site? Is that cool with you?
Which one?
Do you want me to say it?
Anything?
The one you
No, I don't know. You made me scared.
The one, Jake doesn't want to send any of his client stuff because like that's how he's making his money is through client sites, and he doesn't want to show that. But your site, that's when you had 3 or 4 spots. So what is it that I need to Google, and I'll just pull it up real quick.
Yeah, let's do. So if you actually type in like SEO Syracuse here. You'll see that we own like 5 spots on the first page there.
So this is you right here, cnymarketer.net, right?
Yeah.
And this is you with a Facebook fan page, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got, what about this? Is this LinkedIn? Is this you?
We have the Twitter right below that, and then there's another Yelp down below that too.
Okay.
So that's one of our client getting methods also.
Cool.
So I will cover the e-commerce stuff in the future, but if you join the Facebook group and have any specific questions about e-commerce stores, I can help you out right away on that kind of stuff, because we've worked on e-commerce stores that literally have, 2,000 to 5,000 products in them.
George says, "Is this Holly's video?"
Dude, I was looking too. I was like, is that my video? No, I'm not in Syracuse. That's Jake's in there.
See if do we miss any questions? I think lead gen, yeah. So I do some lead. Holly does a lot of lead gen actually. I do some lead gen too. I only have a couple lead gen sites. Majority of my stuff is clients paying me up front and us ranking their main website.
What, Holly didn't take Jake's niche? So that's the
funny, dude.
That's one of the things. Like when before I met Holly, like people were messaging me like, "Hey, you gotta check out this chick. Her name's Holly, and she's like a badass, and she's just don't piss her off, And so I met her at this Warrior event, and anyway, we instantly hit it off, and the rest is history. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, Scott says, no, that's not Holly's. Her video would have an enormous image. Dale, the base training's already in there. The core training's already in there. And then we'll be having another training released this week. And then we'll be doing a webinar in like probably a week to 2 weeks, somewhere around in there. We haven't worked out the exact date, but we'll be having two webinars a month, basically, where we get on and you do Q&A and
yeah, Dale, there's already over 30 videos of training in the site, right in the membership area right now.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. So, any questions related to the program or SEO in general, or anything we can maybe help you guys with? I'm not sure, Gonti. If you have any trouble, just shoot me you can shoot me a message. I'll send you my email right there. If you have any trouble with it, we'll make sure everything's squared away.
So everyone wants to know how to do the big YouTube image, and I'm getting pushed into teaching page authority pumping, which everybody wants to learn how to do, and I've totally refused to do it since April. But those are 2 things that I'm going to teach is page authority pumping, and I think that I am going to end up teaching how to do the big image. The only issue with that is it's not instant. So realize that if you're just getting in for that reason, it takes a couple months to get the image big. So if you're like mad after a month, I mean, you got to have patience for that.
Well, and it's not happening on every single one either.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right in saying that, Holly?
Right. I mean, there's only certain keywords that are going to throw it, and some of the other ones are not. Like, out of the Nashville terms, I have, last time I checked, I had 200 number one Nashville SEO terms. Out of the 200, at least 20 of them were large images. So, and it's the same way with the Phoenix DUI attorney, as I have, I think it's like 300 that are ranking number one, but there's only 10 of the big image. But still, I mean, if you go to a client and say, you know, for lead gen or for even ranking, if you go to them and say, look, this image is big, they're going to love it either way.
You get massive props for that, you know?
Yeah.
Edward, message me on that. And we'll discuss that privately if you don't mind. I'll send you that. That's my support email, but it'll go to me. Once just say, hey, I talked with Derek. He said to send him a message, and that way my assistant will know to get that message to me.
Someone asked, as a product owner, they're cautious about effing up their brand. Don't want to dispose of my site product or jeopardize it. So I'm actually, which I didn't even talk about in this, which is some really big things, is I'm showing you guys how to rank super safely without ever using like PBMs or paid for links or anything like that. And it's a whole lot of outreach, and we'll show you how to like outsource that outreach and you'll get PBN power links for about $17 to $20 each instead when you do this type of outreach. Or if you're doing it yourself manually, you're not paying any money for these type of links, and it's all really white hat safe stuff that we use on client sites. If that answers your question there.
Any other questions? Hey, Jack, good to see you. I thought that was you. I wanted to make sure. Send me a email, Ma. And I'll send this to you, everybody. If you need any help with anything or have trouble ordering or anything like that, it's a Derek at SEOblackops.com, and my assistant will get through to you one way or another. We'll get to you. We've got a lot of people on the call still, and but yeah, we'll get to you, and maybe a thing where they send the email to me. So give me a day or so to respond. But we'll get you squared away. It's a good gig. Thanks, Edward. Appreciate it. Okay, Gonti. Yeah, just let me know what they say. That's fine. Hey, Dale. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Winston, as long as GoToWebinar did not crap out on us, I will get this uploaded, as soon as possible and get it squared away. So, Matano, did I pronounce your name right? And I'm sorry if I butchered it. Is Gonzalo any part of this, or was he just sitting at the table? That guy was eating all the food, man. No, I'm just kidding. Gonzalo is a really sharp guy. One of the smartest guys that I've ever met. And so he was basically kind of the brains behind a lot of this, to say, look, you guys are just bitching about all this stuff. I was like, why don't you just form a alliance and bring your best stuff together and just quit the bullshit kind of thing. And so, light bulbs went off at that point, like, hey, that's a good idea. And so the rest is history. So that's kind of where we're at. So he's not doing like training per se, but
no, we gotta make Gonzalo do like one video.
yeah. So I don't even think Gonzalo does any videos. He outsources everything. So like even in his outsourcing course, like he outsourced the whole course. So the guy's a madman and just nonstop. So yeah. But that's the point of him being on the letter, and he was kind of the brains behind us doing this thing together and help organize it and whatnot. Cool. Thank you guys. Any other questions?
Scott's concerned about ongoing content, which we talked about. You're getting new content every single week. Like, these aren't pre-recorded videos. These are new videos coming out based on new updates coming out. So you're getting weekly stuff every single week, and you're also getting into the mastermind group, and you're also getting access to our webinars at the same time. So there's a lot of ongoing updating things.
Scott, I understand what
Scott, I just want to say for my motivation. Let me answer quick. For my motivation, Scott, is that for me, it's annoying when I find other people teaching SEO or talking about SEO or giving SEO one-click crap, and it's annoying because I was one of those persons that bought that stuff and it didn't work for me. So that is really why my motivation is to give you guys something that actually works, because I know how it is to have no money, because I was there.
And I get Scott talking. I understand what his concern is, because you see a lot of guys that have done this in the past, where not what we're talking about right here, but where they will roll out a product, say, that's supposed to, cook you breakfast, manage your PBNs, and you're going to wake up with a beautiful blonde with a bag full of money by 6 a.m. in the morning. And it does all of that for you for a measly $37, right? And what happens is when you buy a lot of the lower price crap, it's like you get what you pay for, kind of thing. And as a result, there's some of those guys that do that. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, when they do this low price stuff, they lose motivation a year down the road when it comes to support, ongoing updates, and that sort of stuff. That's why, we've priced it where we're at. This is not, some cheap ebook or software or whiz bang, 3,000 or whatever. But this is the lowest that it's going to be. We do intend to raise the price of it. Again, the only reason that we're doing this at this price to begin with is because this is before we roll it out to the public.
And we want this to go on for years to come. We don't want this to be like, this is not going to be even just like a 1-year thing for us. We're in this for the long haul.
Yes, and the thing is too is like, Jack says don't forget the back rub, and Matano. I didn't call any names. Come on now, but I just we don't want to be affiliated with any of that type stuff, but. You are seeing a real special deal, if you will, a special offer, because we do want to take this, outside of our market and outside of our list, and when we do, it will be at a higher price point. So that's not a marketing ploy.
And I really want to thank everyone that's jumped in so far, because there's been a lot of people already that have jumped in tonight and joined us here at the Mafia. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. Here's Joseph says, just the fact that Jake was the guy behind the scenes with Becker should be good enough for anyone. Can't wait to get into Jake's videos. Yeah. He was, you were doing a lot of the
Yeah, I was actually, if anyone was in Source ROI, they know I was doing all the Facebook coaching inside of Source ROI too. So I was coaching over 1,500 to 2,000 students since January, for Alex Becker, behind the scenes there. We have another one from George here that says, do you actually go over client getting? So, George, if you were here earlier, I did talk about 2 client getting strategies I have when I first started and I still use now. And I go in a lot more depth and actually give you the templates for emails and stuff like that. That actually tells you, like, how to use my sales guys method, how to get a hold of these sales guys. I show you exactly where to find them. I show you what to say and what to do to get inside of business associations. I probably have about like 6 or 7 client getting methods that work really well with no money whatsoever. And we're not talking about cheap clients here either. Like, all my clients right now are paying me $1,500 a month plus. So it's definitely, it kind of teaches you how to go for the higher end market too.
And one of the things too, like what I was saying, all of our techniques and strategies complement each other. So if you're going after clients, you're wanting to do client getting, that's cool. But while you're doing client getting, set up an affiliate site too. You know, while you're waiting on, you know, doing the client work and whatnot. You can go about it, you know, with both strategies, or maybe it's that you set up a 30-second video and rank it, you know. They all complement each other, so to speak. Daniel, right now there's not, again, this is just going privately, and it may be something later on. We're not really sure. So we're not going to open that up to just yet. Hope that makes sense. Looking forward to Holly's mentoring. James says, client getting so easy, just rank a video, let the billing begin. Cool. This is what Jack's a client of mine, and Jack says, this is state of the art in SEO for years to come, with these being behind the scenes giants. Great opportunity for anyone serious about growing in SEO. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Jack. I appreciate that. Any other questions before we call it a night? Thank you, Jack. I really appreciate it. Gandhi says, no disrespect, but Holly, please teach this old man and take me under your wings. Thank you. That's cool.
We're all old. Oh, happy birthday, Derek. You know, I have to say that too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Today. It's like a little late, I know.
That's all good. Matano, as a product owner, I have to wear many hats. Is this something that I can outsource once I get it all down? What do you guys think?
I currently have about 7, virtual assistants. Well, actually, yeah, it's like 6 virtual assistants working for me right now. Oh, someone asked what the link is, so we haven't had the link up, I guess, at all. Oh, it's at the, yeah, it's all posted there.
I'll switch it back here in just a second. Let me.
Yeah, if you just want to pull up the landing page again on your
searchenginemafia.com/VIP. Oh no, we already got somebody wanting to launch jack this thing if we open it up. That's right on, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. I love it. So this is the link. Thanks, Joseph. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I love the whole launch jacking, and let me kind of go off on that for a little bit. I had tried to make money online for a long time, and I had like I was saying, I was kind of in the spot where I'd done real estate, and so I had heard a couple of guys saying, hey, you got to create your own product or whatever. The first thing that you need to do is go after something that you're passionate about, that you love, and that you're good at or whatever, right? So I thought, well, I'll write a book on real estate. So I had this book called The Real Estate Underground, and I put it up on ClickBank. I started making a few sales, got some affiliate promotions, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing, just to be perfectly honest. In the process, I started a blog, and I ended up getting like about 5,000 subscribers on my email list just from like doing article marketing, people buying the book, blogging, just a variety of different things. And one day there was a guy, and I think his name was Mitch. I know it was. His name was Mitch. And I don't know how he got my name and number, but he called me and he's like, I'm networking with some other guys that are doing some launches or whatever, and you need to join the JV group. So I joined the JV group, and I saw all these guys that were launching products. I was like, these guys are assholes. I'm not going to promote them. My goal was to do the Ron LeGrand, where you've got like 15 million courses all on different stuff in real estate. And because Ron was the man, right? Ron was like the godfather of real estate. If you don't know who he is, he was like a great sales guy for real estate, and he was on all the infomercials. Anyway, I struggled for a while, didn't make any money, and then so I said, well, I'm gonna promote one of these launches. I mail it to this list, and ends up I get and I posted to my blogs and all that sort of stuff, and so I ended up my name was like right above or right below Ron LeGrand. I don't remember exactly, but I was on the leaderboard. And so like I was like, holy cow, like I actually made some money, like everything else had been like a few $100 here, a few $100 there. But this one I made like several $1,000s with. And it was like, boom, like I finally made it. My name was up there, And I didn't know what I thought it was the list. And I thought 5,000 people was a lot, but trust me, that's not a whole lot of people. Especially in that business, the list was not that responsive the way that I got them and whatnot. But anyway, long story short, after that launch, I did another one. I mailed the list, but I didn't do any of the blog posts or any of that other stuff that I had done beforehand. And I didn't make any money. And I was like scratching my head wondering like, okay, what did I do wrong? So then I go back and I start looking at my statistics in cPanel, and where my website was hosted, and I start seeing all of these searches coming through for the product name. And then I looked, and I was ranking for all these terms for the product name, and that's when the light bulb went off, and I started building out sites based around the name of the products and the reviews and their names and all that sort of stuff. And I sort of built what I call an accidental blog network. And even though some of the launches didn't work out, where they didn't convert or they didn't have traffic or whatever. Even with that being said, I still had an asset at that point that I could use to push links to other properties. So I hope that makes sense. That's kind of that's how I got going. But the thing that I liked about the launch scene is you've got a definite deadline. And a lot of times, whenever you are doing affiliate marketing or you're doing some local site, or trying to generate leads or whatever, you think, oh, well, I'll get to that tomorrow. Well, when it comes to launching, you've got a date. And that was why I did as well as what I did with launching, was because I had a definite date that I would have to push myself. Growing up in high school, I was a last minute guy. I was always, like term paper due, I was writing it the night before. So that kind of fed into kind of my personality a little bit. So hope that makes sense. Any other questions? Again, the link is searchenginemafia.com/VIP. Glad you guys have joined. I'm looking forward to networking, connecting with you, and seeing you in the community. Fitz, I'll go over some of the ways that you can. Some of the things that you can do when it comes to that. It does help to have bonuses for if you're doing some sort of launch stacking, but there's all kinds of different things that you can do when it comes to that. I've given away iPads. I've done software. I've done just about anything that you can imagine when it comes to bonuses. Well, another thing that I did was I had taken some email campaigns that I had written and just repurpose those, So that's one of the things that I did. You can also do consulting or coaching or like 1 hour phone calls about whatever, the product is. There's a lot of things that you can do. But, if that's something you're interested in, once you become a member, we'll jam on that. Thank you, Matano. Got in, looks quite cool. Thank you. Any I was never in that niche, Matano. Is that to me or was that to Holly?
The survival niche?
Yeah.
I'm not in that niche. Like, we have done before Amazon products for, like, survival knives. Because that one guy, Derek, I think you guys know who I'm talking about. He did a survival blog and did a case study, so I wanted to see, of course, because, I'm competitive, I wanted to see if I could bump him off with a video, but it wasn't something that I continued to do.
Holly, are you talking about like Perry Belcher and Ryan Dice and those guys? Is that what you're referring to? Is that who it was?
No, I can't remember the guy's name.
I know those guys.
Ryan.
I know those guys are in the survival niche, supposedly doing big numbers. So
it was something with survival knives. It was last year. I think he got hit with an update though, and then he got his network got de-indexed and stuff. It wasn't Tanner either. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, Daniel, if you're going to be jumping in and you're ready, if you're looking for launch jacking stuff, then I'll cover that in some future trainings too. And that's something I've never talked about in my stuff. I mean, I've told like what I did or the idea, but I've never like went into detail like specifically like A, B, C, D kind of thing, And who knows, we might use a couple of launch jackings as a method in our Mafia battles. That might be one of the things that we do. Spencer Haas, was that it? Holly?
Yeah, it was Spencer. That's who it was.
Gotcha. Steno, thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, I can't believe we still have so many people hanging around here after the late night after the webinar.
Yeah, somebody asked me like, why was I doing a webinar on my birthday and not partying? I like to work on my birthday. Like, I don't like to think about it too much. I like to work, so like I like to keep myself occupied. And we're having a party Friday night, so that's been on the books for a while.
Thoroughly Tessio, can't believe.
Where do we place the action on the Mafia battles? Is there a link to SEO gambling? That's good. That's a good idea. I like that.
We should definitely let people bet on it.
Fitz, I'm 38. All right, guys. Any other questions? Still got like Jake said, still got a lot of people on the call. If you're lurking in the shadows, you've got 3 real SEOers here that have experienced a lot of stuff. Take advantage of it while you can. Like, ask questions, be interactive. We're here, like I said, we're here and ready to talk this. We could talk this stuff all night. So we're willing to help you out all we can while we're on the call. And if you've got any Again, you got any questions about the course or SEO in general, just let us know. Raymond, will this be beginner friendly? Yes. We basically start, assuming, we basically start at a certain level and we advance from there, So you're going to you'll see firsthand, like, what the beginning stages are. Like I know in my training videos, I go into great detail about what I do to find certain niches, to find certain markets, keywords, how to target those and how to approach a market, like, from the modeling perspective of, looking to see what's there and how you can overcome, the top 10. So, yes. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. Thank you, Karen.
Well, a bunch of questions just came in. Derek, you can answer that one if you get in. What tools do you get? Any of your custom tools?
What we're gonna do, Paul, is we're going to have, like, as part of the Mafia family, we're going to offer discounts for, tools that we may have. Like, I know for me, like, I've created a lot of stuff, the last couple of years. So we're going to be providing some sort of, like, Mafia family member discount on some of that stuff. So that way, you can get in at that, and then also some of the affiliate products. If we recommend something, then, and we're not going to recommend just bullshit either. So just let you guys know that it's not going to be like you getting an email every day promoting some great and wonderful software. That's not what this is about. This is about finally drilling down and rolling up your sleeves and getting to work and actually doing something that's going to work for you. If we do offer something, then it's going to be something that you want to pay attention to and you want to start using, and we'll be providing a bonus of some sort to go along with it. So,
do you think you could pull up the members area for people that are left?
If I can find my login, give me just a second here.
Because someone asked if they could have a sneak peek of the members area here.
I was going to say no.
Why is that?
Like the soup Nazi. No soup for you.
Oh, come on. It's your birthday, vegan sport. We'll give them an extra secret show.
Hang on a second. Let me. Actually, the reason was because I didn't know if I would be able to find my login or not.
I'll answer the question while you're looking from Ken. Ken asked, what would likely be useful? What would likely be useful is a process that was laid out, like step by step, how to do competitive analysis, steps that follow for domination. So Ken, I actually go step by step. I give you how to find the client, how to get the client. And then I actually show you, I give you my proposal template. So I actually give you the template that you can just fill in your client's information to give them the proposal that will get them to sign on the piece of paper, to pay you $1,500 a month. And then I show you how to go over and analyze their site once they signed on with you and how to do the on-page optimization. And then I go over and show you how to do the off-page optimization. And then I show you how to do the reporting and how to keep them happy the whole way along. So I don't know. I think that answers a lot of your stuff there, Ken.
Can everybody see my screen okay? Let me know 1 for yes, 2 for no. I know it's tiring, yeah, but just type 1.
Yeah, people can see it now, it looks like.
Cool. Okay, all right. So this is the access. Once you get in, this is what it looks like. You got the Facebook group, the forum, and then you've got the course library. This is where the training starts. So we've broken it down where you've got access to my stuff, Holly's stuff, and then Jake's stuff as well. So let's click on the one from Jake, where he primarily talks about client getting. And you can see Jake's library from here. Okay, so you just go in, you'll see the course lessons from.
Seems like
here.
You might want to. It's like cutting off some of the pages there.
Yeah, so here it is, and you can see this. Okay, and then this will let you know like your progress and whatnot, and then it'll also let you know like other.
Yeah, I want to go back really quick there, to my area. I mean.
Okay.
So click on merciless client getting there. And so we'll have I have, so each one of these videos has at least 2 client getting methods in there. So that's just an idea of all the kind of content that you'll get from us right from the get-go. We have a ton of different modules and a bunch of videos in each of those modules.
Any other questions? Again, let me send you guys the link here, searchenginemafia.com/VIP. Let me know if you guys got any more questions. Show us the girl coming out of the birthday cake. I think my wife would be upset if I showed a picture of her. See, you thought I was gonna say you thought I was gonna say something else, right, Scott? Derek, let's see your modules. Paul, I don't know if I want to do that or not. Oh, you mean the video mod? Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Just messing with you guys. Let's see. It's getting late and we're having fun, right? So,
Dale, I live in the Northeast.
He's going to be moving to the South, though. So, I go through like niche selection, keyword research, like the BAM method. This is a method where I show you how to build off of authority sites. Then you've got, researching age domains. That's primarily what I'm known for, is having your own blog network. But like I said before, I'll be adding more stuff in here as it relates to launch jacking and, some of the updates that we're seeing right now. So. All right, guys.
There's what? Someone. There's a bunch of more questions, but I can't seem to. Anything on pay per call? So Holly, are you going to be doing any mentioning on pay per call too?
As in paper, I mean.
Like as in call tracking type stuff.
I mean, like talking about Twilio and ACT.
Yeah.
I mean, and ClickBank and Commission Junction and stuff like that. They have like payday loans have pay per call. So I go after a niche that is pay per call for ClickBank for paydays. And I mean, I can show you the back end tracking system, but I use ACT, so I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what he means.
Yeah. I think ACT is the biggest one right now that a lot of people are using, so that pretty much covers it.
Yeah. Look up Joel Troyer. You'll find ACT.
I want to crush it now outside of Amazon. I don't want to be sitting behind the computer 15 hours every day. So this is something that you can learn and teach yourself, but it is also something that you can easily have other people do for you that are inside of your business, or that you outside a lot of parts of this too. Because I'm pretty much in a management role now, and we have I have people that work for me that do a lot of the SEO work, and I do a lot more testing and. Kind of like I just mainly focus on a lot of the SEO testing now and SEO tactics. So I like to find a lot of new strategies that are going to work for our clients. So you can definitely have other people work on these strategies for you if you need to.
All right, guys. Any more questions? Holly's mods. All right, hang on a second. So you got.
I'm not coming out with any more info products. I don't know about these guys. Software is going to be different. If we come up with software, that'll be different. But any kind of information that I'm learning or knowing, I'm putting into this course. Also, I don't do the Amazon product niche sales and strategies. I don't go into Amazon stuff. I'm pretty sure that you can use a lot of Holly's and Derek's tactics actually to go for Amazon pages and sales. Holly used to do a lot of with Amazon, didn't you? Amazon sites.
Oh yeah, we're putting up 10,000 YouTube videos the month of October to rank for the month of November. So I'll rank it from November to January. And
yeah, you do a lot on Black Friday.
Yeah, and actually that was one of the scripts that I bought last month. Was he scraped like the entire Amazon, so I have every single product that they ever made on Amazon, and it was crazy. There's like, I don't know, 20 million things on there, and then he built me some scripts that will automate long tail keyword link building. So all I have to do is put in like the main keyword, and then it just understands to make a long tail, and then it pops up like 300,000. It's crazy. And I was thinking about seeing if I can get you guys a licensing for that, but it depends upon what he's going to charge me. If I can get, I got to talk to him and see if it's going to be like 20,000. It's going to take a big chunk out of my pocket, so I'm going to have to see what I can talk him down into, I guess.
This is the best question of the night. It comes from Clint. Clint, I got to give you props. How do you get hair like Derek? It's called Don't Get a Haircut. I've had a haircut in a year. Once a year I get a haircut. That's all it takes. All right, if we have no more questions, we're going to end the call. I will get the replay out as soon as possible, provided GoToWebinar did not crap out on us. If so, then I'm going to ask a favor from Gonti. He said he's got a backup. I will get this to you guys. Again, the limitation is real. It's not a marketing ploy. We are going to limit this to 100 people. So if you're on the fence, I would encourage you to jump on board right now. The lifetime deal, Search Engine Mafia community lifetime deal, one-time investment, $12.97 is not going to be around forever, and these other prices are not going to be around either, because we're putting a lot of effort into it, putting a lot of training into it, and then we're putting our time into it because we're going to be investing in you, looking at what you've got going on. And if you have any questions, that's where the real value is, because you're going to be having a community of like-minded people to help support you, because this business can, obviously, like I was saying before, can be lonely. And by having that support structure and the training there, then it's going to help get you to that next level. So anyway, Derek Pierce here. I want to say thank you for everybody that joined. I want to say thanks for being here tonight and celebrating the big 38th birthday with me. I love you guys, and look forward to seeing you in the Mirror Mirrors area. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.